Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And he motions the wide receiver. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw on third down. Clay going right side here, and that's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, Rawls. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Clay, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down following the run. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Taken from just outside the 30. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go again with Rawls. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Staying on the ground with Mack. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a toss play. This is Mack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. The ball comes out. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Clay, they set up the screen to Rawls. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Flex round. Let's go. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Looking to throw. Clay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 53 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Howard has the first down and then some. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They come out here in the I. Back to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here's Mack on the toss. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
On first down, Clay, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Larry, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawrence. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Slot man moves right. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Play. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. So they're operating in the red zone. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
This is Rawls. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They run with a power back. Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Thomas Rawls, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he just... And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Ryan Anderson, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back to throw. Clay throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their...
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Anderson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
And the wideout in motion. They start on the ground with Rolls.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw.
Clay.
Hard throw, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He
just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Thomas rolls his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll drop the throw. Pushing through the contact. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Now let's go. Philly, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some guys were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clay. Wilson snags it left side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Clay. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.